Bonjour, hola, and hello. This is All Morning 1985. Just bringing you an Archer Rush tutorial. So, I do hope you enjoy this tutorial and it becomes quite useful for you. It's very much aimed for probably lower end players and medium end players. Probably get you up to an HD rating of about 1800 if you can get this nailed. So it certainly did the trick for me. As soon as I started learning these build orders, I started to climb up the rankings. So if you've watched any of my videos, you'll see this particular build order come into play quite a lot. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first thing you want to be doing is quickly queuing up some villagers in your town centre, then send 2 villagers to make a house and the other villager to make another house, so you'll have 2 houses on the go. Start scouting around, making sure you're trying to find your sheep. Once you've got them, send them towards the town centre. All the new villagers that come out for the time being will be going onto the sheep there, as well as those who have just built the houses. So giving you a total of 6 villagers on the sheep, and then the final villager to come out will go over to make a lumber camp. So as that is happening, just carry on scouting, trying to find the rest of your sheep. I was quite lucky with this map because they were quite close to the town centre, or 6 of them were. Took me a while to find the other 2 though. Quite a long time actually. But okay, so villager number 7 is just coming out and is going to make a lumber camp. And then you want to carry on just making villages until you've got 4 villages in total on the wood line there. Again, just keep scouting around your base, trying to find your boar because you're going to need those later on. Just make sure, I mean the key for this, as with any build order and this whole game in fact, is just certainly in the early game, just make sure you keep maintaining production straight away from your town centre. Don't ever let it go idle. Always make sure you've got a few villagers coming out, or a villager coming out. If you need to, you may need to force drop your resources. So that's where you select the group under the town centre and just right click on the town centre and then back onto the food so they can carry on gathering again. Okay, so the next villager to come out will be going over towards the boar here, or that one, and first thing they're going to do is make a house. Just keep making sure you're sending more sheep down towards the town centre, just so that as soon as that one's finished, they can just go straight on to the next one. So once that original villager came out to start making the house, you need to send 3 villagers over to berries. And that will include making a mill. Once that house is finished, send the villager over to shoot the boar twice. You need to make sure you hit it twice, otherwise you'll get halfway back to your town centre and it'll start running off again, which is annoying. So make sure you hit it twice and then just run like hell back to your town centre. As soon as the boar's back there, send everyone to collect from that boar. If you do have a sheep that's sort of halfway being completed, can send a couple of villagers onto that. At this point I've started making loom. It's purely because I didn't have enough resources to carry on with villagers. So again, it was important just not to let that town centre go idle, so instead make loom. Other players will be able to mess about through force dropping to make sure that more villagers are coming out, but in this case I made loom. So the next villagers to come out after loom will go to berries, giving you a total of 4 on berries. And just once this sheep's finished, those 2 will go back onto the boar there. And then this next villager to come out will go over to lure in the second boar, or pulled pork as I like to call it. Whilst that's happening, send one of your villagers from wood to go and make a house. Otherwise you're going to house yourself, which is not what you want to be doing. And then the next 3 villagers to come out of the town centre need to go on to gathering food from the sheep. As you can see at this point, I've still not found those extra 2 sheep. So I am missing some at this point. Not the best boar lure, but it'll do. It'll slow me down a few seconds, but later on, nothing major. As you can see on the minimap, my scout is continually running around there, doing a bit of scouting, trying to find those sheep. So we've got 3 on the sheep now, and it just means that we're only going to be making 2 more villages, and they're going to go over to wood to start getting a bit of decent wood income coming in. So you'll see where I start to slow down in a second because of this bad boar lure. Could have done with it being in there. But as you can see, just going to quickly drop off the food. It has cost me a few seconds. I clicked up at 8 minutes and 8 seconds, which for 21 villagers, only 8 seconds off mathematically perfect. So just thinking if those villagers were under the town centre, I probably would have saved myself about 3 or 4 seconds there, which pretty near perfect. Not quite, but certainly not far off. So once you've clicked up to Feudal, you need to immediately send 5 villagers over to make a gold mine. Probably thing to learn from this though is to, rather than send all 5 to make the gold mine, send 1 over to make a barracks and a house straight away. One of them will start to go and do that very shortly. The other villagers need to go onto these straggler trees, start collecting wood, and it should give you a total of 12 villagers at this point on the wood line, or collecting wood. As you can see, just need to be a little bit quicker in sending that villager over to make the barracks there. So he's going to start making a house. Just before Feudal comes in, so we're really about 3/4 of the way through, send another villager from wood to go over and assist in building. Okay, so Feudal is now in. So what you want to be doing at this point is making 2 ranges straight away, and creating a few more villagers, send them to wood. At this point, if you do have any sheep left, you probably could take 4 of those villagers from the wood area and start collecting the sheep. So you've got a little bit of food income coming in, so you can keep on making villagers. As you can see, so yeah, I'm going to start taking that food now. I've only took 3, but I do end up chucking another one on there. But the archery ranges are built, so because I was a bit slow in making that barracks, it has slowed down the construction of the house there. But as you can see, got 4 archers queued up ready to come out and make a couple more houses. But key to this bit is just carry on making villagers, keep sending them to wood, or sending them to wood really. You need to get a decent amount of wood in so you can start making farms and start looking at getting up that food economy, start progressing to the castle age eventually. But as you can see, I've just started making a blacksmith. So again, this is why it's important to get some food eco in, because you want to be getting those upgrades for your archers. So these 2 are just about to come out. As you can see, I've just added another couple in each range. I'm going to have a total of 6 to start off with. So those are finished now, and I'm just going to send those villagers back to 1 on gold, 1 is going to go and make a farm actually. As you can see, just starting to get some farms down. Not entirely sure if I've got bit axe at this point, but it's a good idea to get that pretty soon. As you can see, fletching is on the way as well. So by the time these archers go over to the red base over here, you pretty much have that fletching upgrade coming in. So whilst all that was happening, I was going around scouting with the scout. Managed to find his base, and the things you're looking for is the main gold, the wood lines, stone, because they're all key areas that you need to be trying to harass and keep him off the gold. Certainly the gold, because if he's going archers, it'll slow his archer production down quite dramatically. But if he's trying to fast castle, it will certainly slow that down as well, because he won't be able to get that 200 gold. So at this point, I'm just starting to concentrate on getting a bit of food eco up, as you can see. I'm going to send some villagers over to mill those deer. And again, just more and more troops coming out. If you find yourself running out of gold to carry on making those archers, I'll get my words out, make some skirmishers instead. Skirmishers will be good in case he has gone for archers himself. But the key to this is just keep continually making troops from here, as you can see. Keep sending them forward, and eventually we'll get quite a decent force together. As you can see, there's quite a few there now. And I'm just going to keep harassing these villagers. So I'm playing against AI, Brute Force HD. It's on hard level. Not quite the hardest level. Still quite manageable for this tutorial. As you can see, just continually keep picking off villages, stopping them from getting to that bit of wood line, stopping them from getting to the gold there. There's a wood line there that I know about. At this point, I think I was messing about doing something back at the eco, so they did wander off towards the TC and ended up losing a couple, but as you can see, quite an army massing up now and still maintaining that production. Back looking at the eco, a couple of idols there, it's just been a bit of an error from when they started building. But more and more villagers coming out, really concentrating on the farm production now. Those are going to collect those deer. Oh yeah, when I realise. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just looping around now with that decent mass of archers. We'll carry on picking off villagers. We'll continue with this video up until the Castle Age, which probably going to be about 23 minutes on the in-game time. You can see, sending a few skirmishes out to get me now, but at this point I am sort of attacking on two fronts. Got quite a little cluster of troops coming again there, and again more troops coming out, and keep making those villagers. Look at the TC, there's still continually more coming out as well, so sooner or later I'll have enough troops to start causing some damage and getting enough of a decent eco together. But just out of interest at this point, what's the so as you can see, quite a big difference in village population count altogether. So he's only on 26. All those are probably troops. Not many, but there will be a few. And there's myself 58. So again, just must be looking at something else at this point, perhaps creating villages or creating troops, but they've just wandered off. I need to come back and quickly sort them out. There we go. I won't lose too many troops, but two little clusters now of troops together. Looks like they are going to meet up to form quite a decent sized army. As you can see, horse collar and double bit axe have come in now as well from a research perspective. So just keep making those troops. As you can see, more and more coming out, more and more queued up, more villages coming out, more farms going up. So you've probably seen on this video there's a few little idle villages where they're just gathering there, but I do come back and sort them out, but then I get a little bit distracted with this and then I have to go back and there's another couple standing there. But You can see more troops on the go, all coming out again. And again, more coming out. A little bit of time not replenishing there. Probably the only pause in replenishing troops I've had at this point. But as you can see, that's literally everything he's got now. He's looking at 23 population, 22, 21? Back to 22, so another villager popped out. But yeah, you can see the damage it's done. Hardly any wood. It's got a little bit, but not a major amount. Yeah, it's got a little wood line there actually. So that's where a decent bit of scouting would come in. If we look over it myself, I don't know that's there at this point. But as you can see, quite a cluster of them together again now. Get some more farms now the deer have all cleared up. As you can see, I've nearly got enough resources together. Start going up to the castle age. So I'm going to cancel one of these. So once this villager pops out, start going over to stone as well. Start gathering a bit of stone. As soon as that villager pops out, we click up to castle. So probably could have done it a bit quicker. As you can see, there's quite a lot of food in the bank, but probably went a little bit too heavy on farms. Could have sent a couple more over to gold a bit sooner than I did. But the good thing with this is, as soon as I get up into the castle age, it's going to be a case of just smashing all the upgrades out. So that'll be the elite skirmisher upgrade, the crossbowman upgrade, Odkin arrow. I should be able to chuck down a university to get ballistics in, and at that point it's pretty much going to be GG. As you can see, more troops coming out, still more and more coming out. Keep maintaining that troop production. Let this mass of troops get bigger. So a few skirmishes going in there as well. A little bit of a pause in production there. But another couple of skirms coming out. Again, just kicking off more and more villagers. So at this point, that's everything he's got. Still not got any gold. Still struggling on wood because he keeps making farms. Getting plenty of food income in, but still struggling on everything else. But as you can see, it's all about keeping them off the gold. Now, a normal player, a human player, would have just gone up there and started mining that one. Probably would have chucked a tower up somewhere as well at this point. So it's very easy to play against the AI because they don't do stuff like that. But to be fair, at this point, they probably would have resigned if it was a normal player. Castle Age upgrade is in for myself now. Just have a look over. You can see elite skirmishers coming in, crossbows coming in, Bodkin's arrows coming in. University is going up. So once that's up and I've got all my upgrades I need, we'll be looking at getting ballistics in as well. But 2 little clusters now. Split them up again. I'm going to start keeping the pressure on and trying to pick off villages where I can. But yeah, all the upgrades are in. It's going to take me a little while to get the get ballistics because I seem to be a bit low on wood. So perhaps you'd say I went a bit overboard on making farms this game, but always something to improve on. But as you can see, the general premise of the build order has worked. Only got into feudal age in a really good time. Certainly managed to mass upload of troops as quickly as we could. Hopefully with the time that we got, it would have been quick enough to get to the enemy base before they've walled up in a live game situation. It's the human. As you can see, AI is on 14 population now. Ballistics will be coming in very shortly. see that food get to 300 and then ballistics will be in. There you go. And pretty much as soon as I've got enough together again, enough food and wood, sorry, I'll be able to get thumb ring. Only problem at this point is I've not gone for the second armor upgrade, and ordinarily in a live game situation I'd be well, I'd probably be doing something to rebalance my economy a bit, and I can certainly get some knights out at this point with the amount of resources I've got. So obviously I wasn't focusing on that for the purposes of this game. It was mainly just to show you what you can do with archers and how to use them effectively. So that's pretty much it. That's going to be the GG. As you can see, there's practically no eco left for the AI. I suppose he's not resigned yet. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it very useful, and by all means, if you did and you quite enjoyed it, want to have a look out at some other videos I've got on the channel. There's quite a few casted games and games that I've played myself, sort of from my perspective whilst I'm playing. Have a good look on there. You will see the subscribe button at the end of the video. If you wanted to subscribe, by all means do so. That'd be greatly appreciated, and you'll get updates as to when new content is uploaded. You can also find me on Twitch TV, which is Armorley1985, and generally it's a noob friendly channel with a general plan to have quite a few community games really. Rather than me playing, I want to get into casting a bit more and just have you guys enjoy playing and joining in and getting your content online, getting your games online. So yeah, thanks for watching. There is also an email address which you'll find in the description of this if you want to send in some recorded games I can do some casting for. By all means, feel free to send an email with the file attached, and I'll do my best to get it casted. But, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.